What a magnificent sight. Rank upon rank of Frenchies, Poles, and various other nations from around Europe are here in Russia at the Battle of Shevardino. Another historical battle for you guys today in NTW 3. And oh boy, look at this. I mean, you don't often see so many units in such a small area at the start of a battle, but oh boy, is this going to be a glorious one. We're back in Russia with the Russian campaign of 1812. France here is attacking at Shevardino, which is actually very near. It's in the Borodino region. It's actually a battle that takes 2 days before the Battle of Borodino. So it's like an early sort of skirmish, and I guess an early sort of taster for what Napoleon was going to be facing at Borodino. There is a not a huge redoubt for the French to be taking today, as we have some, looks like some Russian cav coming in here. And they look like they're going to be rushing on in. Some hussars here going in for the Russians, and they're going to be stopped by some chasseurs cheval, and it looks like, I think with the help of those skirmishers to help get rid of them. We've got howitzers going off here. I think surely their Russian one's going off. I think the French ones must be surely going off over here. But yes, this is a attack mainly really spearheaded by Murat and also Eugene and Poniatowski. Their corps kind of are the real main sort of like columns making assault. They are supported by Davout as well, so we do have those corps here. We have Davout, we have Eugene, we have Murat with a whole host of different cavalry. We have plenty of cuirassiers, carabiniers, hussars, chevaliers, dragoons. There are all sorts here. We don't have his sort of like commander, like his lieutenant non-suiti here, who's like in charge of. He's a, I believe he's a combat gen available for the French. He's a cuirassier, but yeah, it's usually non-suiti's first cavalry corps that kind of leads the way. Yeah, Murat and Poniatowski basically make a huge assault on this redoubt, which is pretty much just this area here. This is actually the village of Shevardino. It's on the map of Borodino. So it's down here. We're fighting in this very small corner of the Borodino map. And yeah, it's certainly going to be an exciting one. The objective is to hold the redoubt, obviously. So the French have to take it, the Russians have to hold it. We have 4 Russian armies and, well, 3 French and a Polish army. So it is going to be exciting to see how this one goes down. Looks like the French here rushing in.
Running.
I don't know what Murat was doing with the lancers. So tiny little Chevalier lancers. I don't know, trying to take out the stakes. I really have no idea what the plan was there with those cavalry units early on. But yes, that was a strange suicidal assault. Stakes are plenty around here, and we have lots of bullets fire getting underway. Looks like they're trying to clear out these trilliers. Oh my gosh, the trilliers are getting hit hard here by artillery fire. That is purely good. What do we have over here? We have Mecklenburg Volunteers. I don't think I've ever seen these guys before, but very cool. They're here, doing their bit, softening up Davout. Looks like already a line fight getting fully underway here with the Poles setting up. These boys have got a vendetta to deal with the Russians. They're kind of hidden by the hill at the moment, actually. I don't think these guys are. I don't think they definitely cannot. You cannot see anything. You are firing into the ground, so. But over here, they might be okay. But yeah, I'm surprised that Poniatowski isn't attacking a little bit more from this side, like the south, which he kind of did in history. Kind of is attacking head on with Davout and Murat. I don't know where exactly they're planning to bring the cav. We've got lots of heavy cav back here. I mean, these are dragoons, these guys here. There is also carabiniers
our
here.
general is under attack.
I think of some of the sexiest looking heavy cav available. I love the gold cuirass. It's great. We've got cuirassiers here. Polish cuirassiers as well, coming to support their Polish friends. And yes, that should certainly be interesting to see how they are used, because there are a lot of stakes. So we're really trying to deny the French their entire cav corps any sort of opportunity. Use them. I imagine Davout and Murat and Poniatowski brought limited. Sorry, Davout. Not Davout. Poniatowski, not Murat. I brought limited cav. Usually, I have seen a couple of chasseurs that bring a few light. I think probably even with cannons and maybe getting generals and stuff like that. And being quick about the battlefield. You don't want cuirassiers trying to stop cavalry charges. A bit like this. Here's another cavalry charge. Got the Cossacks forward here, trying to do the skirms, and the chasseurs are going to stop them. I think the trilliers might out though. Yeah, they are going to get some heavies back there. But to lose a Cossack for 1 trillier, that's a pretty decent trade there for the French. And I wonder whether the chasseurs is going to chase that on. Something like that. maybe Blue here actually has more chasseur. Not going to carry on. Probably smart. Get back, sir. Line infantry setup. I'm looking for like some big like assault column like units or lots of grenadiers. The guys that are going to be responsible really for taking this spot. We've got grenadiers of the Royal Guard here of Italy. See them. We've also got the Belite grenadiers and more. So yeah, they'll be handy as well. So yes, Eugene bringing a few nasty units to be able to break through. And I imagine there'll be other ones as well. Maybe they're going to try and use cavalry, I guess, to try and force way through. So yeah, I don't see any sort of like grenadiers so far going from Blue, who I know can bring them. And I imagine we've got some Croatians here. The original Croatians backing up the Poles. I imagine the Poles have got some grenadiers. I think these might be some. No, they're not. Minimal grenadiers are being seen on this battlefield. We're going to try and beat their way through with this brute force infantry. Here we go, that first line battle on the way. The Poles going in. Going up against the Russian and Jaeger. Support of that town, they're going to have, like, building here, they're going to have a lot of extra firepower in the Russians. And the Russians will be very good at melee anyway. And yeah, might have been, no, hard to take a stim in there, because they definitely were firing well in combat. I felt like those Russians there maybe a little bit. Also the building kind of it's hard to show. I honestly think that the light cav here is sacrificing itself to try and destroy the stakes. I think that is the plan, to then allow the heavies to roll on through and then just annihilate the Russians. We've got plenty of Russian reserves though here, you can see set up. And yeah, it looks like the Poles are going in. We're going to see Croatians moving forward as well. Oh, we do have grenadiers here. Excellent. We have still got Polish grenadiers. Poles trying to get their independence, fighting the Russians, stole it from them. There you go, Russian infantry is starting to break a little bit here. Let's see. But yes, if you're a fan of all things NTW3 and are enjoying this chaotic NTW3 battle, how's this Russian got in behind? Sorry. Then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel. And here we go, Eugene putting in some French now. I think these are Russian grenadiers, but I'm not entirely sure. The red on them is kind of like, the red on their uniform kind of like stop the Russian grenadiers. I'm not sure, they could be sappers. Might be, they're quite small units. It's annoying that like the fog of war we can't see what the units are. Okay, we are back. Unfortunately, for some reason the replay just froze.
Our men are running.
A few seconds of like just pause the recording and just let it sort itself out. Again, more cav here. Running into stakes. Be careful of this. There's stakes here for the we've got Chevaliers from Murat here coming up. They are going to get themselves killed. They're red morale already. Themselves broken. There you go by artillery. That cavalry is broken almost immediately. And this redoubt is proving to be pretty tough to take. Poles and French fighting side by side. This might be a weak thing, because this Russian can form square. That means it's like line, firing capability is not as effective. The Poles might win that fight. The Russians have been routed here as well by the French. I imagine the French have got a lot of melee, capable units here. It seems like Eugene's gone very much French infantry, not Italian infantry, which is what his corps mainly made up of. Because I imagine the Italians cannot melee very well. It looks like, lots of French have been brought by Eugene. I yet to see a single heavy cav in action, but they are massing. We've got plenty of units back here. We've got Polish Lancers, Chevaliers. I think we're going to see like the medium sort of cav in very shortly. Here we go, a cav charge. Got Murat Chevalier Lancers coming in. Stuck on French infantry there. There's not much else to be stopped by. Look at this. The military grenadiers has gone in deep into the enemy line. And look. God. Yeah, Spanish infantry there. Joseph Napoleon getting routed immediately. French backing that up. Coming for a charge. This is brutal down here.
Our men are running.
more French infantry going in, and still the military grenadiers are in here. They've finally routed. It's taken a long time, but they managed to rout another Russian. And look at it, he is just throwing everything. It's like Spanish infantry aren't probably that great. Yeah, look at that red line from there. The actual French infantry, they do constant. I imagine they're decent. They're in L5. It's slow going. Look at this, so Russians and French breaking on both sides there. We've got a huge sort of like howitzer position back here that's now being revealed to the Russians. I think surely they're like chucking their howitzer back here into all this heavy cab and they're just waiting. Polish hussars going for Eugene for some of the hussars, sorry no, Dragoons, they've retreated. And it's just back and forth right now, back and forth. What a chaotic battle. It really is. Glorious. Russia still has plenty of reserves on its left-hand side. The right's looking a little thin right now. There's still plenty of sort of like gear back here, lots of shooters. Doesn't mean they're good in melee. French seem like they're really trying on the side. Polish hussars actually coming in to fight here. And looks like we've got Russian lancers coming as well to back up their own fight. Stabbing their way through. There we go, more line going into the boom, now being committed. What a brutal fight this is. You can see more French starting to break, but there are reserves here. Lots of Laguerre, again, lights we kept in reserve. Interesting choice. I guess they're not that great in melee, so don't send them in.
Our men are running first.
Russian cab back here as well, interesting to see, and they have brought a cuirass as well, so that is the match trying to match the Russians. It's not going to be enough though, that's for sure. We've got a Russian cav unit over here that's been broken. Also broken by cuirassiers, and also it looks like Polish hussars got involved in that fight as well, breaking a Russian dragoon. That's a little bit sneaky there from the Russians, trying to get around the side. It's a shame we can't put the stakes out. There is a gap in the line here of the stakes. The French could go through the gap, try and make a break for like the Russian line. I don't know. I'm just waiting for the cuirass to come in. There is one over here, a Royal Cravat. That might go in. We're getting stuff on stakes a little bit. And we do have grenadiers in the line here from Davu coming forward. I didn't go up many grenadiers, but evidently there are. And the cuirass here has basically made it through. And here we go. We might be about to see the first sort of heavy cab go in. That's the second line of stakes. No! What a waste of cuirass. In they go. Royal Cravat. I don't know if these Jaeger can form square, but they haven't had a chance to, and the cuirass are in there. With the grenadiers supporting alongside them, they might be able to break through this line.
Our men are running.
What a brutal fight. I mean, yeah, Jaeger is certainly struggling. I don't think they can't really charge these units either with their cab. They're going to have to wait until everything breaks, then send them to the dragoons to try and like break the cuirass. It looks like the French might just break through. Very much on the thin ice. But more grenadiers hit square. I don't know why they haven't still in the building. Square for some reason. Here we go. Dragoons going in. They'll rout their own infantry here. But some of the infantry is already breaking for the Russians. And it's getting messy in here, that's for sure. See Dragoons here rout for the French, and also the cuirass has been broken as well. France has buckled, but there's still more to come. More to come. We've got more Dragoons on the way. Russia is holding on by like a thread on this right flank here, it feels. And I think France can smell victory on this right flank. Dragoons battling out. I like the brave grenadier down here. Look at him, he's like, hiya! I'll stab you with my bayonet. Oh, he took him out as well. Legend. Grenadier units are still really like weak anyway. It's firing straight into a melee down here. It's a bit of a mess. The French are still battling for this house. I don't know what's in there for them. La Marche is the line infantry. Looking exciting. More line infantry being sent in that direction. French here machine is being pushed back by Russian Jaeger, and the Poles are kind of being stuck in a stalemate now for quite a while. I think they are just here just to pin down a large majority of the Russian forces. And as you can see, Russia is now, I think, realizing they need to shift more to their right flank, the French left. French squares are pushing back the Russian cavalry, and there you go, the building has been taken for the French. That is the objective. So really, they don't need to push on now that the French, they just have to hold the area here and wait for the Russians to retaliate.
The men are fatigued.
Now the Jaeger can set up, the Jaeger can set up and start shooting. Squares here forming. They should be able to push back any sort of French cav, and we've got more heavies coming forward here. I don't know if that's weakened from previous fights, or just through the sheer amount of stakes and howitzers going off. Could quite easily be either. Yeah, it looks like a lot of like the really good capable melee units, like the heavy, like the Grenadiers and the Velite Grenadiers, are all dead. Who's trying to retaliate, trying to force back the Russians on this flank? Look at these guns forward. Look at these 12-pounders right in the front line, trying to just pound away the Russians. That's what I do. Got some of this infantry starting to return to the French. I mean, that's, I guess, a positive here. Carabiniers still yet to go in. Polish cuirassiers here. More cuirassiers yet to go in on this side. Another healthy one on that flank. Seems like a lot of the medium's been used up. I don't know where or when. It doesn't seem like there's been enough cav action, really, from the French. But it's looking very, very, actually quite close. The French don't seem like they have much in the way of infantry left. The cav is obviously, they've got a lot of cav capabilities. The Russians seem like they still have a lot of healthy infantry on this far left flank here. Behind that, there's a lot of cavalry as well yet to be used. But it is now up to Russia. Russia has to make the move onto this building, try and take it. What they put in there? Line infantry? Just 2 units of line infantry, I think, and also looks like a grenadier of Poland. And there we go. Oh, I thought it was charging Russian infantry. There we go. First lance is going in. They're going to take out that little line infantry. Whether they'll push onto other ones, they'll need to be quick about it. The Russians are going to pour fire onto these little lances. In history, this was a French victory. It'll be interesting to see whether they win it here today. That is for sure. This, like I said, was sort of like a preemptive battle before, but they moved on to Borodino and attacked more redoubts there. And yeah, the Russians lost about 6,000 troops to the French 4,000. Certainly that many have been lost already. I mean, look at the bodies down there. That is a bloody battle if I have ever seen one. Like, that building is littered with bodies around it. That is brutal. Always good to see that sort of thing. I mean, when you're fighting Russia, you're going to be getting into melee. It's going to be pretty messy. But, you know, the Russians seem like they've inflicted a decent amount of loss on the Poles, though, certainly in the line fight as well. I mean, since they're winning slightly, good for them. But they are, the Poles are okay in shooting, but they're also pretty good at melee. Not as good as Russia, though. They probably do want to stay in a line fight if they have the option. They look like they're actually going to rout some of these Jaeger over here. They're not Jaeger, actually, they're line infantry. Just with great coats on. Look like they're going to rout some of those. Still win. I guess the forest must be the boundary. So obviously France can't go around as well. These stakes are just literally to the edge of that. So these cuirassiers are just kind of waiting for something. Whether they could go through this gap here, I still think it's possible. Gap here in the line. Stakes. I hope you guys can easily see that. Go through there and then try and smash through that line. I mean, the problem is obviously the dragoons behind to back you up, but with the help of the Polish infantry, they might be able to break through that. That's what I would maybe give it a go. With the glaive there, maybe. There's glaive. Try something else. I mean, it's... I feel like right now the cavalry's just getting bombarded by artillery. These cuirassiers are just getting eaten up by the howitzers back there. I think we have just, I think it's all howitzers back here as well. Yeah, look, we've got 1, 2, 3 howitzer units. It's a huge battery. The Russians have brought nothing but howitzers. Great, I think. I love that. The French have not brought much in the way of artillery either. They have this 12-pounder up here from Eugene. Pounding away with its silent guns. And then we have the howitzer back there. That is pretty much everything when this comes to artillery. The French have not gone for much. And it looks like now Davout is sick and tired. He's going to go for a charge here. But actually, he's not going for a charge. He's saving his guns. And yeah, there you go. That Lancer should be dealt with. That was lucky. Eugene's gun was very much open. The Davout was aware to it. Dealt with it. Murat bringing up more cav. Maybe they'll try a counter charge here. But obviously, this is a channel that both sides can now use for cavalry if they want to. Oh, the guns there need to be careful. They are actually killing their own chasseurs. That is unfortunate. Get back, boys. You're getting shot by the guns there. Yeah, there you go. I just realized. I don't know if they're going to try another attempt. There's another compact that's getting pretty go. And here we go. We've now got a shift. Davout is over on this flank here. Moving from the left to the right. And it looks like they're going to shift up some Laguerre and try and shoot their way through this force here, which is not a bad idea now. I think there's a lot of powerful units now on this right flank here, especially cav. A lot of cavs being shifted here because this did look like where the French were going to break through. Now the French are moving more stuff to this flank, and I think they're going to try maybe another push, but this time on their right flank, the Russian left. They're thin on reserves, that is for sure. And it looks like Russia might give it a go. Russia is going to give it a go on this Laguerre here. They can form square. Will they form? Yeah, they will. The Russians will be unaffected by the stakes when they go back through from their own. There you go. They won't be trying that again. Unless the player is obviously falling asleep, not paying attention. But yeah, Laguerre is pretty safe from any sort of carry shenanigans. Whether the Russians could afford a infantry to try and push the French back there, that would have been interesting to see. The Russians definitely, in melee capable. I'd maybe give it another go, see whether the Laguerre will form up into a square again, then bring in Russian infantry to try and break the way through. That might be exactly what we're going to do here. But, you see, gaps are going to be opened up here, and I think columns are going to be set through. Another unit has broken here, but here we go. The Russians are doing exactly what I thought, but they're not going to do it when the French fall up in the square. They're going to go in first, and I think the cavalry might follow on. The Russians now, the French sending in their chasseurs. Did rear charge the Laguerre, but they look like they'll be okay. The chasseurs are getting baited into the stakes, so and might get broken there. That's the problem for the French. They can't go far with the cabs. They want to try and counter this. They're in a little bit of a jeopardy here. What they can do. Now, do they want to give this ground back to the Russians? Probably not. But also, they can't really battle around these stake lines. It's actually going to do them a lot of damage. There you go, another charge from the Russians, going for the guns. I don't think it broke at the sheer sight of the guns. There's a Cossack in there. I think it took a pretty heavy hit from a musket volley as it came in. But honestly, I think at the moment, the tactical sort of positioning, and I think just the situation, is with the Russians. I mean, think if the French carry on as it is, and they could wear down the Russians, but the Russians, if they wanted to, I think with a melee charge and the support cavalry, they could break this French line. Certainly, I don't think these Poles will hold up well in a melee fight compared to the Russians. Depends how good a volley I guess they get off. Again, the cav, like I said, is back in play. Last time we checked, it was like a 90%. I think it's slowly getting chipped away down to 84. It's only lost 10 men. This is the problem for Murat right now. He's just been turned into a target. It's just unfortunate, really. Goons here, being just shot up. I think that the only thing they could have done to change the scenario is limit stakes. Limit the amount of stakes a team could bring. I get the idea that you are trying to make a redoubt, but this is sort of the redoubt here. You could ask them to put an artillery feature here, and obviously town of Shevardino also that sort of like represents the redoubt. Like, but yeah, I feel like the amount of stakes they put on, it just like to almost like limit the size of the map. Like it's kind of a little cheesy. There are, like in some areas there were like almost double layers of stakes. The French are actually getting shot out of the building here. You get right up against the building. They're shooting every Frenchman inside. There aren't many in there now. It's looking a little thin on the ground. Well, it's French dead and Russian dead in there. It might be the way they're going to get back in. Oh no, the French are reinforcing it with another line of infantry. Good. But whether they send in something to try and melee out this again might be an idea. Maybe a cav unit. Give the cav something to do. And the Russian cav, like I said, is not got to worry about safety at all. So I mean, their cav actually could be a bit more useful. A lot of dragoons, like I said, back here waiting in reserve. Skirmish. From a long way off, trying to shoot that building. And the howitzers for the Russians just keep chipping away. And here we go, that cav charge did come. It is a dragoon. And it's rounded that Jaeger unit very nicely. Will it carry on? No, it's not. It got routed and it's out of there. Hurrah. And finished. Look like they're gonna, the cuirassies be moved out. I don't know if well, obviously they must be able to see this, the French, but they should be shelling this. Shelling this or all this Russian cav back here with their howitzer. Like, that's what it needs to be firing at. Same with the 12-pounders, really. Just like, fire at the Russian infantry from you. You miss, you hit the cavalry behind, surely. And here we go, Russia's going again. On this left flank, he's gonna go again for the Jaeger, which actually looks like it's getting pretty battered up here. And they might break through this time. Probably in the last second there. That might just actually save that Jaeger. There is cav backing up behind though. And there you go. The Russians are broken. Will the dragoons go in? I don't know. The rest of the Jaeger looks fairly healthy. It's doing okay. Yeah, the French, I guess, must have used up a lot of their melee infantry, like the really good stuff, earlier on. Like the grenadiers are all gone, like I said, the guards are all gone. Oh, here we go, another charge. Cossacks might just make it, they got canister off, and they have routed the Cossacks with the gun spike over here. Oh, they do just about the 12-pounders. They were going to lose their carriage with whatever happened there, but they did in fact just lose them for the last second there. I mean, 13 out of 30, yeah, I doubt they'll return. That's a shame. And that could be a big problem there for the French. The guns set up here, being a bit of a problem for the Russians. And here we go, another cav charge coming in. This time it's going on the poles. See whether this is what breaks the French back. Kind of rallied, you know. Go on. I do love the Poles. One of my favorite factions. No, don't break Poles. It's not when I say that. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be it. This is going to be the push from Russia here. Got more cabs coming in. Squares are being formed by the Poles where they can. Hussars and Higgs. They're just getting ready. They're just going to soften up the Poles here with cab charges and the bayonets are coming out. The bayonet boys are ready. The French, they're holding a little bit better. Yeah, these columns here getting set up are going to cause problems. The Russians actually got in quite deep with these dunes, and now we're going to see the cuirassies actually having to be used. Being pulled forward, the carabiniers as well coming in. And the Russians going in with those bayonets twirling. Poles going forward with some Ulans. They're going to try and stop the Russian charge here.
Our men are running.
I feel like they charged actually Ulan. Here we go, cuirassies coming forward. We've got goons up here as well. They're all going to just try and help out. Yeah, here we go. Everything's getting sucked in now. French and Russian cabs. It's all getting a bit messy down there. And there you go. The right flank is shattered. The Jaeger's gone. The cuirassiers are gone as well. 53 in this. They broke. And it looks like the Russians now are going to get through on this right flank. Yeah, that is fully shattered. There. That is unfortunate for the French. I think that is pretty much the game. I was told they've stopped some of this cavalry here. I think the cuirass might have broken. Oh, who's died? Who has died? Oh, Poniatowski has fallen. That is sad to see. The cuirassiers of Poland couldn't save their marshal. Even though he's not marshal at this point, he's yet to be awarded his baton, and he never will be. He's dead. Who we actually still got alive? Murat is still here. I presume Defoe is alive somewhere back here. Yeah, Defoe is there. I haven't seen Eugene in a little while actually. Whether he's inside the building, he's not. Yeah, maybe Eugene broke actually earlier. I haven't seen any of Eugene's corps for a while either. So yeah, there we go. Polish Jurassic is going to go in along with the chasseurs here. Try and stop some
Our men are running.
And there you go, Polish cuirassiers breaking the sheer side of the Russians. They can't get anywhere near this now. The Russians are retaking the stake line. And the French have nothing left in this right to even resist. And the Russians, I imagine, are going to swing around and just hit the French on the left. Yeah, Murat's actually in here, fighting with his Frenchmen, fellow French comrades. Fine with the infantry though, it's very unlike him. There you go, they've routed Murat.
Your general has been killed.
There you go, Murat is dead in a heroic death. His corps is pretty much gone, I think, anyway. And there you go. Looks like the Russians are going to get defeated here. The Russians on the right are now rolling on forward. Yeah, I think this is a really fun battle. I really enjoyed it. Good to see Russia defeat the French. I certainly think like the small area that they're fighting over, and obviously the huge amount of state lines really put the battle in favor of the Russians. I think they were heavily in favor of them. I think maybe a few less stakes just to allow Murat to actually use his cav corps would have been a little bit fairer. Apart from that, it's a really good scenario. I really enjoyed it. If you ever want to get involved, by the way, guys, in these scenarios, feel free to join my Discord. The link is down below in the description, as always. And yeah, we have plenty of scenarios and streams that we do most weeks on that server. There you go. Actually, some of the Russian cavalry got routed there. Some Defoe's corps stands. This guy's going to get mopped up over here. Like some of the skirmers is going to get killed off. The Defoe's actually held on just about. They managed to rout that Dragoon just about. And there you go, the cuirass in here, cutting down those Frenchmen, farming themselves to kills. The Defoe's brave corps holds on for now. He's still getting shelled. He fights on for his emperor, loyal servant. He's I guess I'm more concerned about the cuirass behind them as threatening their marshal.
This building has fallen
fair
to the
enough.
enemy.
The French finally lose the building. Well, they'd lost it a little while ago. With the push they hadn't. They held on, and there you go. Defoe is dead, and his corps is dead with him. You imagine the cuirass will break everything. He's stopped by the square actually. I was kind of surprised that the square here is not broken. There you go. It's gone. And it looks like a unit here for Defoe is returned. They might actually rout that Hussar, I think. No? There you go. And I think now we're just waiting for the mop-up to take place. Really, there's more French units here returning. Defoe's actually got, yeah, he's having units return. There you go. That is pretty much the battle. We'll just watch the French here get mopped up. So it shouldn't take too long. Fire when ready. Take them out, boys. Yeah, we've got another Hussar coming in here. Not the same one, but going in, mop up those Frenchies. There we go. And that is the Battle of Shevardino, guys. I mean, look at the bodies down there. That is horrendous. I don't know if you can still see that, but that is horrendous. Like yeah, that's insane. But yeah, one of the bloodiest I think we've seen in a little while in such a small area. That is for sure. But yeah, the Russians did very, very well. Well done to them. Hopefully, I have put up the end results for you guys to have a look at. So yeah, this was sent in by Johnny the Buffoon, as always, the main organizer in these sort of scenarios. So yeah, thank you very much to sending it in, and well done to everyone that won on the Russian side, and well done to the French as well. They put up a good, stern attack. It's going to be a tough one, that is for sure. Yeah, I don't think I could have done any better. I don't think. I mean, I'm not a great NTW3 player, but yeah, they definitely did a really good job. And I just think it was just one too many stakes for the French today. But we'll have a quick look at the unit stats. Johnny was playing as Murat, the Cav Corps himself, I guess. No one else fancied that job, which was always going to be a pretty tough and almost redundant job, I guess, because the Cav was never really going to break through that stake line easily. But his Royal Cravats, which did cause a bit of havoc early game, getting 64 kills, the best for him. The Hussars getting 57, 57, 55 with another Dragoon there. But yes, there you go. All of the kills there if you want to have a look at them. The Carabineers are doing 3, which is sad to see. One of my favourite units, I feel like, in the Napoleonic period. But there you go, guys. That is today's battle. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here. Hopefully, you can see some other battle scenarios that I have done in the past. Go and check those ones out if you haven't already. There's some awesome ones there. But until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.